Concrete column. Video 2. Geometry and material. When loads are defined, the remaining input tabs are shown. We move on to creep data and specify the effective creep value for ultimate 1 to 1.97 and for ultimate 2 to 1.85. Since this is about ultimate limit state cases, it is the effective creep value based on the ratio of the total load and the long-term part that should be specified here. As mentioned previously, the values specified for the remaining input only apply to the active load case, in this case load case ultimate 2. But then we want this input to be the same for both load cases and not have to be given twice. We choose the tab load case and then enable the selection link load cases. Under the tab backlink data, the length and backlink lengths are specified to 6 meters. We choose to calculate the structure as slender, meaning with regard to second order effects. One can also specify lateral bracing, which means that no flexural buckling is possible in that direction. We then move on to material. In this box under general, for example the environment by exposure class and the structure's lifetime by life class is defined. We can also specify the concrete and reinforcement quality. In this case we select exposure class XC1, life class L50 and VCT ratio 0.9. As concrete we choose C3037 and we keep the reinforcement quality B500 for both load cases. There are also some options that will increase allowable material values. What is required for these to be activated is described in the code Eurocode 2. There is also an opportunity to study the values of the selected materials or to create user-defined materials by defining current values. The next tab is called Reinforcement Details, and under Main Bar Details, reinforcement diameters, covers and other inputs required to place the reinforcement in the section are defined. The blue values represent the code requirements, and by activating code values, these values are chosen. We select diameter 20 mm and the required cover 30 mm in this case. If for some reason one wants to disable the code checks regarding covers and required distances between bars, this can be done by deactivating the option Code Control. By activating the option Use Regular Spacing in Layer, the reinforcement will be uniformly distributed over the section. Otherwise the reinforcement will be concentrated to the corners. For circular section, as in this case, this option has no impact. Under Stirrup Details, stirrups can be deactivated, stirrup diameter chosen, minimum distance between bars, between stirrups defined, and minimum shear reinforcement activated. We choose to keep stirrups with diameter 8 mm and define minimum distance to 100 mm. Under the tab Calculation Settings, various conditions governing the calculation are specified. Should account to minimum bending reinforcement requirements be taken. We choose here to take this into account.